Welcome, dear friends. I'm so delighted to have you here today. It's a pleasure for me, Prince Ibrahim of the Arcturian fleet, that now sits on a ship surrounding Venus in a quadrant, not too far, but not in your dimension. And I'm speaking through this vessel as a channel to you now in this time, because these times are changing so rapidly and fast. And we are so intrigued and excited for these times now that Mother Earth is going through. So we are very glad to be here right now. And important it is for us to deliver this message. And the way you receive it is entirely up to you. We ask you to please connect to your heart, connect to your being, not to your doing. These times are inviting you to be. Those before you, those in your ancestral lines that have survived until this moment, have had to do so much they forgot how to be. So please just be. Be with yourself right now during this session. Connect to your heart, your soul, your energy, whatever word resonates with you. This will be a conversation. This will be an exchange of energies that has a cooperation. You see, for us that you can't see, these energies that you can't see, these consciousnesses that you can't see, we also have contracts. We also have friends, guides. Even though this is not so much talked about in your myths, legends, and books, but yes, we have contracts. Yes, we have our friends. And yes, we have our delighted mothers and fathers that came before us. So, this conversation will be about two topics. The one being this shift that Mother Earth is vibrating through, and how you can play along, how you can be part of her symphony, how you can play on your own instruments and raise the symphony, raise her vibration, and raise yours with hers in these times. And how the divine cycles, the natural cycles, will help you along the way to connect to your instruments, to connect to the grand orchestra, the cosmic orchestra, which Mother Earth is a part of, which you are a part of, being a part of Mother Earth and her network. Topic number 2 will also be about how contact will manifest itself during the years, months to come. Because, yes, this will happen eventually, and you decide which timeline this will happen. Of course, you are playing along. You are creators. If you think it will happen, it will happen. Someday, you will make it happen. But me being here, talking about this subject, bringing it into your mind's consciousness, intellect, will, the way it resonates with you, we will receive, we will adapt our strategies, maybe. We will see. So, those are the two topics. For the first topic, I will call upon another energy, which is no Arcturian like myself. It is a Draconian energy that has been hospiced by this Mother Earth for millions of years, but not the way you think. And that energy, that name is Geoff. So, there we have the ground for the next, let's say, 30, 40, 20 minutes. We'll see. So, mind you, it's called, this session, the Galactic News Portal. And you can see me kind of as a TV anchor, calling upon this Geoff to come into this room, this studio, where I'm reading the news and I'm kind of interviewing him, like you are interviewing some expert from, I don't know, wherever, whoever, and I'm doing the same. So it's kind of a known format for you. Alrighty, let's do this then. Geoff. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful beings. I'm Geoff, and it's very nice to be here with you now. I will introduce myself, and then me and Prince Ibrahim will have this conversation. But before we do that, I will give you some indication of me and my race. So, millions of years ago, this planet was a blue planet. Water beings came here first to see the information of the universe. By seeding the information from different parts of the universe, the water held this information, and these first beings seeded this. Not so long thereafter, our race entered Mother Earth, and we seeded with our line, our DNA coding, which was very suitable for this Mother Earth, because this Mother Earth is a rapidly changing planet. Her atmosphere very dense, her magma very fireful. So for beings outside of this solar system coming to Mother Earth, is quite an ordeal. So, with our DNA, you can call it the way you have heard reptilians. Without reptilians, you would not have your primal brain of survival. We were here kind of first, seeding life on this planet and making sure this evolving of organisms went along its path. The Arcturians you can see as gardeners of this planet, and Draconians you can see as, well, honey bee makers. It's at least one analogy. So, we now that inhabit Mother Earth alongside with you humans in a dimension that you cannot enter, but yes, we are here. Yes, we are conscious. Yes, we are beings. We reside in a place that you eventually will have access to. One day, it will be revealed how you can access our dimension, and not so far along in the future. This might seem kind of crazy, yes, but no. So, that was kind of an introduction. So, we will begin. Prince Ibrahim, how you suggest the humanity that exists now in 2025 can help Mother Earth in this time? How can we bring more harmony to humans on Mother Earth right now through her violent shift in her consciousness? How can we and humans support her in her development? How would you suggest we go about this issue? Do I need to speak up? Can you hear me? Oh, that's a fine question, Geoff. I love that question. Perfect. This is very suitable for our topic today. Perfect. Yes, let me go right about to it. Well, number one, you can start gathering like this. Gathering, speaking your truth, being who you are in every situation. And how do you go about this then? How can you be yourself in this fast-changing world where you need to survive, you need to work, you need to eat, you need to sleep, and also drink some water? How do you go about it? Well, this is a good step, being here, showing up, meeting, discussing, having, let's say, other perspectives than what your father, grandfather, grandfathers gave you. Broadening your perspective and listening to your intuition. And how can you come in contact with your intuition these times, these fast-changing times? Well, you all know that you are souls in a body, right? Oh, great, then we don't have to go down that route. Oh, that would be a long ordeal. Okay, so you have the concept of that you are souls in a human body, all of you, and you all know that before you incarnated here, you made contracts, all of you, right? Are you aware or just heard about the concept? Maybe a little of both. All right. Okay. The way you sign a contract for a boat, for a car, or a house, I don't know which one has the longest or the shortest, depending on whoever you are or who you buy from, houses, whatever. It's specific, right? You don't want the house being green when you want it blue. So it's the same with contracts you do before you incarnate. You want something, your soul has a certain, let's say, path. And that path is kind of decided which oversoul your soul is part of. These monads, oversouls, whatever word you have them, has kind of different perspectives and different, let's say, ways to go about learning, dividing, so the one can know itself and all that. Yada, yada, yada. So, I kind of went on a fringe there. But let's go back. So, yes, the specific contracts, right? So, let's all pretend now you're a being of light up there somewhere, and you're so conscious of your own energy and of your own previous incarnations that you have all the information available. And you kind of pick and choose. Okay, which galaxy? No, I forgot. Fuck, I was in the Milky Way galaxy. It's dense down there, Jess. I have to finish my work down there. No, I can't go to the other one. It's way more fun over there, but I have to finish this project over here because I can't have so many projects at the same time because I will go kind of crazy. So that's why the oversoul kind of divides itself, so it won't go kind of crazy. It has to do a lot of things at the same time, but it has to kind of finish what it's doing, the projects, kind of. So, kind of, when we see it like that from that perspective, you're kind of, oh, do I have free will? Or do I not? Well, of course you do. You decided to be here right now. So yes, you do, kind of. But the way this the way it works is you make specific contracts for your incarnations. And why is it important? Well, if you don't know who you are, what you decided to do, if you are not in contact with your soul, how do you think that house will be? Green or blue? So that's one way to look at it. What do you think about that analogy, Geoff? Well, I do think that was one perspective, one analogy. Kind of intense analogy. And from our perspective, maybe this is a right perspective. But let's me present my perspective. The way I am, the concept of I am, derives from so many millions of years ago, also for this planet. The path to I am, is to go beyond your own survival, go beyond your emotions, go beyond your intellect to the path to the I am. The I am, the am and the I are the same but different. The I expresses itself in the am. The I is one way. The am is so many other ways. And you can relate that to your own day. You are so many things, so many things, so many masks, so many roles that you choose to have with your free will. That's part of the am. The I is your soul essence in some regard. The am is the way your soul essence expresses itself. And in these times where it's so difficult to know your soul essence because there are so many belief systems, so many survival mechanisms in your field, in your consciousness right now, so you are not aware of which ams you can have in order to have a better life. And in better lives, we mean directly how you can be more I, and let your soul be your guide, and let your intellect or ego follow. This is one way to see the I am. This is one perspective of this topic. How can we, as energies from a different dimension, be of assistance to you in these challenging times? How can we maneuver? How can we be of assistance for you to be more of your I am? These are questions I would like to ask you, and when we meet again, you can ask us these questions. and we will answer them. So, Prince Ibrahim, how shall we go about being more connected to Mother Earth? How can we be more of I am in Mother Earth's consciousness and love her, love ourselves, love all organisms on this planet the same as we love ourselves? Oh, what a fine question. I love that question, don't you? Oh, amazing question. Oh, it's so great to have different energies in the room, isn't it? Kind of boring to just have one, you know. Well, to go right to the answer, well, how can we, let's say, guide you? What's our perspective on this? As an energy, that regard itself as of the gardeners of Mother Earth. And as a gardener, what is the gardener's intention? Well, it can be several. If you have a potato you want to grow, that's one perspective of being a gardener. If you have a, let's say, long perspective, millions of years, well, how would you go about gardening? Well, these ways of thinking, long-term thinking, has kind of been forgotten in your current society. It is now more about profits. How can the profits come in faster? How can we, let's say, bring out all the energy of Mother Earth so I can have more for myself? Well, that was not our intention when we came to Mother Earth. Mother Earth was in a great development phase, and we, as seeders, saw this planet as a great, great blue pearl in our vision for the planet, and green, of course. So, how on earth will we go about this gardening? Well, the tapestry of the cosmos consists of so many galaxies, so many other solar system planets. And you have to realize that your solar system galaxy is part of a bigger system. So, what do we have to play with? It's kind of being a gardener in your own garden. Well, I have this type of soil. I have this type of seeds. I have this type of water. Well, I only have available water for 6 months. Okay, what can I grow? Same principle as when we saw Mother Earth. So we had some parameters. Parameters? Oh, this channel. I don't know how. Well, parameters. Well, okay. So we had some boundaries we had to work ourselves from. So these limitations or received us opportunities and limitations invited us to garden this planet. So, this solar system, this galaxy, has a vibration. Remember, everything is vibration and frequency. Kind of difficult for you to understand with your eyesight, I know, but this will come. The transition you are in a few generations, you will know this concept better and better. So, the vibration, when we started seeding Mother Earth, had a great impact on how Mother Earth is today. So from our perspective of millions of years, it has been a long process, yes, but it has been also a fast one, because Mother Earth has a very particular set of preferences and information. So, when we decided to seed this planet, it was with love. It was how to bring the cosmos into harmony. How can we, through harmony, bring the frequency even higher? How can the cosmic harmony raise its vibration? Well, this is a big play. This is a big perspective. To bring it to your perspective right now, you can see it as growing your garden, growing your child, whatever. You nurture it, you give it love, and sometimes in their adolescence, sometimes you have to have more patience. And we see Mother Earth now and humans in kind of the adolescence period, where we don't necessarily want to come in, because if we come in during this fast-changing, let's say, youngster, well, does a youngster really want advice from their mothers and fathers? No. But we are here still. We still are here, if you listen. And because of the play that plays out, we will be more visible to you during these times. So, grand perspective, but to keep it simple. How can we live more in cycle with Mother Earth? Well, change your goddamn calendar. It's not in line with the sun. Oh, stupid, isn't it? Well, it's just to change it. And you can change it. You don't need the Pope to change something. You can change it yourself by walking out that door and live according to the sun, the moon, the natural cycles, which will bring you into the more path of I am. Because what are you really? You are condensed light manifested in water. So, if you are that, light from the sun, water from the earth, why not live according to it? Why pretend you're something else? Well, it's easy pretending. Better to go about work with pretending. Well, aren't you tired of it? It's a grand task, we know. We know. You have to survive, you have to buy that car, you have to go there, go here. But start small. Start small. Start with yourselves. and not so much of your father and mother that can piss you off sometimes. Geoff pisses me off sometimes. We make contracts, yes, but they can. We also, let's say, what do you say, Geoff? Shall we tell them about the contracts? The contracts, yes. Yes, we can. Shall we go about that subject again with the contracts? Probably a good idea for you to know why we do these contracts between our consciousness and energies. So why do we go about it? Why do we do it? Well, the same reason that you enter contracts. The same reason your soul makes contracts. Why does your soul make contracts? Well, to better reach the learning that it had decided for that incarnation. Same with us, energies that you can't see. We also have a soul. We also enter contracts, and we also do it in our dimension. And we can do it cross dimensions. It's a concept we will talk more about in another event with dimensions. There's so many talks about dimensions, but we will not bother with talking about dimensions today. Well, to the contracts that me, as a representative for the Draconians, has entered with the Arcturians and the Andromedans, is a triangle. Why do we enter a triangle? To hold information. What is geometry? In its pure essence, it holds information. And you will know eventually that the crop circles will hold a lot of information. You have been given these codes so many times, but you do not listen, you do not see. So we will say it clearly now. These structures have a lot of information in them. What is a triangle? Well, it consists of 3 points. And why did we decide to be part of a point with the Arcturians and the Andromedans? Well, we decided, as our race decides sometimes that we want to enter a collaboration because we want to see Mother Earth growing with love, growing in her pace, helping her reach her divine consciousness. And how, when we see an adolescent child doing things to Mother Earth that is hurting her, well, we see that might be that we can talk to this youngster on a different scale if we enter a collaboration. Maybe. 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 We will see. We don't have all the answers. We only see timelines. And you have free will, so you decide your own timeline. But know there exists millions, endless, infinite timelines, and you will decide what timeline you will enter. This is you being creators. You are creators of Mother Earth, as well as Mother Earth is a creator herself. Prince Ibrahim, shall we go along to the next subject? And let's take a break, shall we? 5-minute air break. Breathe. All right, people. 1 minute. We do love your chatting. You will have more time to do chatting after this session. The doors close at 9. So please continue with your beautiful chatting. Chatting. ChatGPT? No, don't chat with that one. Chat with yourselves and with your friend beside you. Well, you also can chat with that one. Of course. No limitations. Kind of your existence with limitations. Well, now that we are gathered here again, that was quite something, wasn't it? The first one. Did you expect this when you stood up this morning, brushed your teeth? Oh, what will we listen to now? Well. We touched upon a few subjects, I would say. And for this next topic, I will bring in the Andromedans, which will have another perspective on the first topic than myself and Geoff, but we are finished with the first topic. So we will hear their perspective on that another session next year. So, open contact. Misleading, maybe. But it is a concept. Well, how you define that concept? Well, let that be the topic of discussion. How do we define that concept? It's a good place to begin. So, with the concept of time, of matter being what it is, with the idea that you are bound by time and matter, that you are creators that create in time and matter. So, what does this have with open contact? Well, as creators, you can also, let's say, invite that timeline in. Well, how do we do that? Can I just invite some extraterrestrial to my living room now to have dinner with? Is that the way to go about it? I just ask and I will receive? Well, no, not quite like that. But in a sense, yes. In these fast-changing times, where timelines are kind of going everywhere because of the electromagnetic grid is changing so much around Mother Earth in these times, timelines are all over the place. And you are in the center of it in these incarnations right now. So you can go wherever you want to go. Let's imagine yourself 3 generations ago. Could you go wherever? No, you were kind of bound. You were more bound to be in your family, to be in your place, because that was safe. Well, your generation now has a different path. You are not so dependent on survival like those before you. So, well, then you can ponder, well, now that I am more free, and I know I am a creator, do I want extraterrestrial in my garden? Maybe not. Maybe you want to see them in a spaceship and wave. Hello. So, what do you want? What do you want? How would you like open contact to happen? Because it will happen eventually. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe the next day. Who knows? Well, we know a little. Well, that was an introduction. Now I will invite the Andromedans. Let's see if they are here. Knock, knock. Who enters? Well, this is Miriam. It's so warm and beautiful audience I am witnessing here now before me. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up, for your family, for your child, for your father, for Mother Earth. And we are delighted to be invited in this conversation. Yes, we are an energy that is not from this galaxy, from another galaxy, quite close. And why, you would ask, is Mother Earth of our interest? Why am I showing up before you? Well, during the last topic, you were provided one perspective of this. I will start by giving you another perspective of this. Resonance. What is resonance? How you resonate? How would we define resonance? Well, it's like meeting a partner. It's like meeting your child. And you can know the energy even though you can't really see it. But you know the energy is a match. It's so flawless. It's so effortless. It's a dance. And this dance is the greatest dance, the resonance. And the concept of resonance is very important regarding this topic. The way you resonate attracts. The way you sing, the way a bird sings and attract a partner, is also the way planet, which is your blue planet, sings for us. And the way Mother Earth is vibrating through Milky Way galaxy is received by our galaxy and the other galaxies around in our neighborhood. And with this concept, this perspective, with resonance, you have already resonated with Mother Earth, being a part of Mother Earth, being part of her network, being part of her consciousness, by being you and those before you and those after you, has resonated, has sent out the frequency that we responded to. Which is our perspective. This is the way energy works. So, with regard to the theme, the topic of open contact, why, who, when? Well, you now have been introduced to consciousness, to energy, of energies that you don't normally are in contact with you being right here, right now. The way you resonate to this message is also creating ripples, and we read those ripples through energy. Well, what do you think about this, Prince Ibrahim, this concept? Shall we go further? Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful concept, but merely a concept. Merely an idea, right? Merely a perspective. What is the next step? How do we go about being channeled? How do we go about being seen in these spheres of light? How do we go about just knocking on the consciousness door? When shall we be properly introduced, like meeting a new neighbor? Like meeting a new tribe. Imagine the Europeans coming to Americas. You know, the indigenous actually thought they were from outer space. Kind of. So we don't want to raise panic, do we? So slow process it will be, and it will all be about resonance. If you resonance with fear, if you resonance that we have an agenda other than helping Mother Earth, reaching her divine vibration so she can better play her violin with the other solar systems in this galaxy and bring the resonance that will ultimately raise your consciousness as you develop your consciousness within every cell of your body, within every womb of a mother, every uterus. This sacral energy chakra, energy point that gives life. It's part of a divine creation. And imagine a future where you can create life and not be scared how that life will be received by the society norms, society boundaries. That you can unwrap the gift of a soul essence, not to shape it by your belief systems, by your negative belief systems, by your low frequency thoughts and emotions. It's a gift. This life that women bring into this world, it's a gift. It's a new soul. And you can unwrap the wrappings forever because you will see a new layer each day for your own child. See her as a gift. See yourself as a gift, gifted by Mother Earth. And you can unwrap this wrapping that you have on today. Okay, tomorrow, let's see what wrapping there is. What is my next layer? Because there's always a different next layer. And the more you unwrap it, the more you come into your soul essence. It's a way to go about it. And when you unwrap it, you unwrap also the veil that keep us separated from you, because we have a higher frequency, we have a higher vibration, because we have gone through so many time cycles. Let's not talk about human years, talk about time cycles, because time cycles, time go forward and backwards at the same time, in cycles. So, if you would like to invite in more of yourself, more of contact with other consciousness, begin by unwrapping your own gift that you were gifted by your mother, gifted by Mother Earth. You have your gift inside of you, all of you, before me, here and now. This will determine when and how open contact will be for each and one. That was a great perspective. Thank you for that, Prince Ibrahim. It's a beautiful perspective, don't you think? Well, it's also kind of fluffy. When will it happen, though? I'm curious. Will it be next month? When will we resonate as humans, this resonance? Well, right now, the timeline shows that some of you will experience this before a lot of the others. So, your reality, in one sense, will split. It will split into one reality for those that is more on the path to knowing your soul essence and knowing that you are part of a galactic family. And you will, with time, either tomorrow or the next day, have memories of this more and more. Sounds kind of crazy, yes. It was for this channel also. But now here we are. And the way we read the energy right now, sightings phenomena will happen more frequently also in Europe on this side of the Atlantic Ocean, much more frequently from October this year. And this is a way of showing ourselves. It's a way of letting your consciousness accept the fact that we are here, not just by this format of showing ourselves through consciousness in this vessel as a channel. There are so many modalities in which we can make ourselves more visible, more, let's say, hearable. And two of you will see this phenomena this September. So a few of you will also see this phenomena before October. And when you do see it, you can either accept it and go into that timeline or deny it, as you can do with every option you are being served each day. How will we go from those phenomena to more, let's say, direct contact? It will all depend on the resonance from those phenomena. So you have a choice, you have free will. It is part of your existence of having it. And if you find this exciting, if you find this, let's say, oh, there's something here. I don't know why, but I have a connection to something I don't know. Well, that's an invitation, probably from your soul, kicking the door in a little for you to kind of see, well, yes, I am part of a galactic family, and I will be tomorrow, next century, next decade, all depending on you. Well, I think we have covered the topics right now. Or is it something we should cover about the open contact topic? Prince Ibrahim? Well, that was a nice perspective. Thank you for that, Miriam. Well, we have provided now some information, not quite detailed yet. We will become more specific. And why do we will become more specific? Well, because you are entering the timelines right now. You are receiving now these frequencies, and will, after, when I am finished, with my interviewing, with my news reading. Our Arcturian order will provide you with some healing frequencies, during which, this is important, connect to your heart and open your portal to your soul essence. And these healing frequencies will guide you to your soul essence. Mind you, these sounds may be very unfamiliar. Know that these are subtle sounds that work without being in your consciousness. So, if you tomorrow morning have kind of, haven't felt that before, it might be because of these frequencies. The way you receive it will be the way you will respond to it. Like energy works, resonance. So the more you breathe in contact with your breath, you are more open to receive. We thank you so much for your attendance, and the triangle of energies that you have encountered and met and heard here today, invite you to be on the next event, if you would so wish. Bring a friend, bring your mother, or bring no other. Up to you. It will be 15 minutes at the maximum. Please help to arrange the chairs, the channel in the center, on the pillow. And one last thing. Please get more electrolytes into your bodies this summer. Why is electrolytes important? Well, you are energy. Thank you. With love, to love, the triangle.